Easter Sunday morning and I've got my daffodils popping up again. Nothing from the Easter lilies, but they're coming. Perhaps they're being more orthodox. On last week's vlog, I pulled out a puzzle on Saturday afternoon, and so my Easter Sunday afternoon was spent finishing up a Hawaiian Seaside puzzle, as one does. If you've watched the vlog the last few weeks, you have seen that I had a MetaQuest 2 that I checked out from the local library. I had it to help with my history day in my Capstone class. I actually had a grant opportunity come available to me a few weeks ago, and I filled out the form. I really need new chairs in my classroom. I've got a lot of chairs that the hinges are falling apart, and so because school money isn't heading in that direction, I was like, sure, let's do a grant. And it actually costs $4,000 to buy chairs, 32 chairs for a classroom. And that seems excessive to me. But in filling out the paperwork, they said that they would provide up to $5,000. And so I was like, well, okay, I need chairs, but what else could I have? And I just wrote down an Oculus Quest 3. Actually, two of them, because they're at $500 a piece. And so with $1,000 left in the opportunity, that seemed to add up really nicely for me. And so, so it came in the mail today, and I'm going to go ahead and open it up. So I didn't get the fancy case or anything, but it is a Quest 3, not a Quest 2, and so I've heard a lot of great things about how the pass-through window is much better because of the way the cameras work. And the one thing that I really did like about the Quest 2 that I'm not sure how it's going to work with the Quest 3 is it has a ring around the controller. And so when you want to just drop the controller, you could just stick your thumb up and let go. So I guess you kind of have to do the wristband on these to make sure that you're not dropping the devices. So totally not kidding. The pass-through on this is really easy to see around. The pass-through on the Quest 2 was black and white, really fuzzy, and the camera quality in this is actually really good. I can, actually reach down and interact with the box. I can see my room. I can see all of the stuff around me. There is some waviness taking place because it is kind of measuring the distance that my eye is from everything, but I can actually interact with my environment. This is pretty slick. Jumping back into the classroom, one project that I made for use in my seminar class was a bingo collar. I would say that most of my students participate when I pull out the bingo cards. Using the collar on the screen makes it so the students can verify their calls without interrupting the game experience, and I'm pretty happy with how it turned out. The next birthday in the math department comes exactly a week after mine, and so it's my turn to bring the treats for Amber. It's pretty well established in the math department that Roger makes the ice cream sandwiches. It's actually a really easy process. You simply cut up the pints of very frozen ice cream into fourths, lay the ice cream on top of some store-bought cookies, and then top them off with matching cookies. It's very simple and always a hit. In my Capstone class, the reason why I do the video game history day is because our final project in the class is a project where all the students work together on a full project. So the next step in the process is that I write a simple skeleton of a game that we've worked out in discussions. These procedures are blank, but they're clustered into a network team page, a graphics team page, and an input team page, etc. And then I write the base code so that all the procedures interact together. Then the student's goal is to write the code that makes the game do what we all decided that it would do. So yesterday I started my summer planting. We have petunias in these big pots and tomatoes in these guys over here. Specifically, I wanted to start my tomatoes in April because I want them to actually have some growth before I need to replant them. And the final event in this very busy week was stopping off at the school to watch the play Good Wives. It's the sequel to Little Women. They actually set up the seating on the stage in a theater in the round type setting. It's a very small and intimate format for these smaller attended productions, but it makes it more awkward to pull out the camera during the show. It was a great production, we enjoyed it a lot, I just didn't get to film any of it.